Lancelot and Geiger rode with a lot of confidence on this track.
Yeah, they did, and just knowing, whoa, all right.
Geiger to the front. So Lancelot pulling up on the whoops, and Geiger getting by with aggression in that whoop section. And so we talked about, here comes the race for the qualifying position, Jeremy. Only 2 will transfer. Lancelot with pressure from Patterson.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Oh! Wow, Jessica getting crazy buck there on the section. Almost goes over the bars. And Lancelot gets a little gap on her. So it's going to be interesting to see if she can get her act together and get to the whoops here, because Jessica's kind of got that part down.
6 laps of racing. Right now, Geiger clearly in front. Lancelot second. Patterson running in third.
Geiger looking really sharp out front, making that move in the whoops, getting a little gap on second place here, and just kind of trying to ride her into the finish.
And Tara Geiger, last year, your silver medalist at X Games. A shout out to Kenishiro. Recently had an injured ankle, so last minute addition to the field, or later addition to the field, I should say. Geiger still leading, commanding. Here comes Patterson, looking for a run on Lancelot, goes to the inside. Oh! Wow, and Patterson with a lot of risk. She did not have a good run into that ramp, Jeremy, but she held it on.
Oh my gosh, he was sliding all the way up to the face. You can see the mark from here. I'm really surprised. She just seat bounced that thing and still made it, no problem.
For those of you unfamiliar with women's motocross racing, Jessica Patterson, 6-time AMA women's motocross champion. And this year, she's currently, oh, and here we go, battle in the whoops. Lancelot's been getting weak in the whoops. Wow. But holds it together.
Wow. This is a tight battle here in the third quarter.
And Patterson playing a little bit nice. I have a feeling as we move farther into this. Oh!
Wow. Patterson down. Came up short on the triple jump that took out Ashley earlier today. Let's hope she's all right. But I think right there in the heat of the battle with Lancelot, she just kind of made a little mental error and didn't jump long enough.
The ladies looking on. And, of course, the X Games staff, expert medical personnel attending to Patterson. And yellow flags in that area tell the riders to be cautious. They won't jump the jumps in that area. Paying heed to Patterson, who's down, in the medical staff.
Wow. Well, Geiger's looking good.
Nice. And the checkered flag for Geiger and Lancelot.
Well, it's safe to say that if you don't get a good start, it's going to be a hard race to come up to the front.
It definitely is. There's not a lot of room to pass out there. And Patterson's still down. The X Games staff, medical staff, working with her, checking her out. And there's your heat winner, Tara Geiger. So join Geiger and Lancelot moving on to the main event, and they will join Golden and Price in the 4-rider duel. And of course, we're just hoping for good news with Patterson. And let's take a look, Jeremy, at the crowd's applauding. She's setting up. Jessica Patterson, we talked about her. 6-time AMA Women's Motocross Champion. This year, 3 overall wins, 6 moto wins. Very confident women's motocross racer, of course. One of the finest in the business.
Yeah, and you know, if you kind of think about there how she went down, looked like she went pretty hard into her shoulder. Although looking at that, looks like she's all right.
Lifting her up by her arms, and she is walking off under her own power, and the crowd here at the Staples Center applauding her. And let's take a look at what happened. It was Lancelot, I believe, with the hole shot. the pass. Geiger's just going for it up the inside.
Oh, yeah. She was not taking no for an answer on that pass. Looking real good through the whoops.
And Lancelo, though, keeps it together. And comes, again, Lancelo with the challenge in the whoops by Patterson. Taking a look, and big slide out there. This is the one where Patterson just held it on and went for it. And this is where Jessica came up short. You can see she gets bucked here. Goes over the handlebars in contact with the ground. Right on the shoulder. Here's another look at it, Jeremy.
Yeah, looks like, I mean, when you land on your frame rails there on your frame on that jump short like that, wheels aren't touching the ground. There's no suspension. Yeah, rough fall there.
Very tough, but the good news is that she is up. Of course, the bummer is that she is not going to be able to go to the main event. 4 ladies have transferred. Coming up next, skateboard vert. More ladies later. We will crown a gold medalist. MotoX Racing Final. And it will be Vicky Golden, Tara Geiger, Sarah Price, and Livia Lancelo. And a battle royale, so to speak, 4 women, 6 laps. You want to pick them? You want to go head-to-head here? Because we may not agree, Jeremy.
I'm going to go with Tara Geiger.
I think that's a very solid pick. Of course, our 2008 gold medalist. I think I'm going to go with Vicky Golden, who actually had the fastest heat race. But as you pointed out when we were away, Tara had to come through the pack a little bit, so that would affect her overall time. But 4 ladies ready to do battle it, and it will be exciting. And there is Ashley Feilich, of course, injured and not able to race here at the main event. And in a sport where hearing your competition on the track could have major advantages, it would seem possible being hearing impaired would severely reduce your chances of success. But that's not how Ashley Feilich sees it, as she tells us now in her own words.